Hello, everybody. Welcome to another show, another installment, another episode in the long journey that is me making artwork. I don't know why the intro got progressively more awkward. I don't know, but hello! Nice to have you here again. Today we're going to be painting some animals and some landscapes, because I feel like I don't have enough animals in my inventory currently. It's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. Okay. So, hello. Hi. Yes, that's what we're doing today. Animals. Just making sure that everything is correct as far as my bots and stuff. Okay, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, I think everything's good as far as sound bot and the other type of bot. But anyway, enough stalling. Today, I figured I'd start off with painting something bright and happy, because I really liked the way the colors stood out when I painted the gecko like a week or two ago, and how bright the colors were. And so, Sabrina, one of my sisters, has been complaining that I don't paint enough bright, happy things, and so, you know, like I paint a lot of landscapes and a lot of sunsets and stuff, but she complains that a lot of my stuff ends up looking dark, or that the colors don't pop a lot, so, I want to focus on things that are bright and vibrant and happy. Let's use some of this metallic cobalt blue. So I'm gonna try and stay away from my usual color schemes of like having cool tones, but having them be like very, very I don't know, just I don't want to say depressing, but they're not. I don't usually paint like happy, cheery things. I paint calming things instead of like bright and exciting. So I wanted to do something a little different. So I'm starting off by painting some tropical fish, just getting that ocean blue in there right away. I'm already painting my knuckles. Alright, so we got the basic blue up in there. And then gonna go with I'm gonna add in some coral. I'm gonna get some magenta and some red, maybe make it pop with some green, not green, pink. Pink is the color. I don't know why I thought pink and said green. That makes zero sense. That there's no pennies involved in that logic at all. Anyway, just gonna try and make some coral real quick, just to make something pop. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on the coral detail, because this is just supposed to be like background filler type stuff. The main focus is the fish. The fish that I have yet to paint. magenta. Maybe a touch of pink on the tips. So now we're gonna start making, I don't know why I said it like that, fish. 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 Oh, and for anyone wondering, my hand feels better. I'm no longer left-handed. No longer have to be left-handed. Gonna get some of this aqua and mix it with this Brilliance blue for like the base of our fish. I'm just gonna fill that in. I feel like I did not make the blues very distinct, but there's a lot more colors in this fish besides just blue, so I'll be building up a lot of layers. To make sure that they really pop. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the sound startled me. Thank you, 713. Oh my. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your time. Oh my, that just I forgot that was a sound alert, so I was confused as to where it was coming from. Oh. Katrina on YouTube says, is that underwater? Yes. Yes, it is. Jump scare at its finest, yeah. Oh. I think my heart rate has finally calmed down. And then there is a little fish next to...
Tina?
Yes. Oh, that's a big loaf.
It's a whole loaf.
It's a whole
So
loaf.
you're gonna make these sandwiches or make it stuff for Bible study.
Yeah.
Go to Slave
I asked my sister to get me some bread at Panera, and I didn't realize how big the loaf was that I asked for. You're too nervous to paint small? Thank you, thank you. I'm used to it at this point. At first, when I was painting, I kept going bigger and bigger and bigger, and I do have some large canvases like near me. Like this one's pretty tall. This one's like 40 by 20. I prefer to work on smaller stuff though, so I can work on a lot of ideas at once. And also I go to like different like Comic Cons and different shows, and people really like the smaller art. When did I start painting? I started painting in like 2015, 2016. Oh, you do murals. Okay. The biggest thing I've done is 4 feet by 4 feet. But I haven't done anything bigger than that. Is that a mini mural? I mean, I guess you could say it's like a small mural, because you know murals are usually pretty big. No, it's like it is basically hanging on my wall at this point. So yeah, I guess you could say. Do I need pink? No, I need purple. I need magenta. What mediums do you use for your murals? So there's violet. Acrylic or like latex paint and mural cloth. Okay. It's interesting. I think I need a brighter blue. Do I have... How long does it take you to do a mural? Oh, this is coming up. Is this the brush I had? a little brighter. That's better. A little bit rounder. There we go. Okay. Depends if I work with community 4 days-ish, if I'm working by myself 7. That's insane. A whole mural in 7 days? Thank you, thank you. Well, have a good time at work. I look forward to seeing you again. Just got like some things down here, and then its fins are about right here. put my tiny black brush. I seem to have misplaced the most important brush. But it is okay. It is a-okay. I am nothing if not resilient. Okay. That's gonna be too big. This one's too big too. Alright. We're gonna have to do this with a hope and a prayer. And the fish has this interesting pattern on its body. I'm trying to do the pattern justice. It'd be easier if I knew where my tiny brush was, but I left my 2-year-old nephew unattended by my desk, and now things are out of place. fisheye. Which there's multiple layers of color for this. It's like around the outer rim of the eye, it's like a dark blue, and then like around the folds, it goes into the lighter blue that the rest of the fish is. Blank stare, and then like on the rim of that there is yellow. Of course, the fish lips. Trying to do layers of this orange so that it pops a little more. Add some more yellow to our little friend over here. Maybe I'll add some just indications of fish in the background. A friend on here. Here's the lighter fin. And here we have a fishy. I might add some things to it later on, add some more layers just so that some of the colors can pop a little bit more, but that's basically, that's our fish. I thought there was something like on me, it's just like a stray hair. Now I think I'm gonna go the complete opposite direction and make a bird. Something, again, bright and colorful. Oh. Birds. I've painted a parrot before. I've done a toucan on stream maybe like a year ago. Maybe I could do another parrot or a toucan. Maybe I'll do a... I think their beaks are pretty colorful. At least bright.
Oh, that's pretty!
Thank you, Sabrina.
You're a really cute fish. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Actually, I said you should paint Mickey.
Mickey Mouse. And then get sued by Disney?
Tina said, get sued by Disney?
Actually, I think he might have went into the public domain recently.
Who, Mickey Mouse?
I think so.
She said you did Sonic.
Okay, just gonna throw down some colors for like a tropical background. Get some greens, some blues, some metallic, because I felt like it. Throwing a touch of yellow here and there. Just want to make sure that the canvas is covered. Let's get a touch of blue over here. I'm just gonna kind of make shapes for like tropical leaves, kind of. It's getting worse. It's getting so much worse. Maybe blobs are a better idea. Out of focus blobs are definitely the better idea. I'm actually gonna flip this around. Paint this up top. Oh, oh. Yeah, just random nature pattern, right? Gonna blow dry this real quick, so I'm gonna mute. That got real dark real quick. I'm gonna definitely do another layer. Okay, so next First things first, okay. So this toucan, its beak isn't just like orange and yellow, it has like greens and reds and blues. So I wanted to do something again that is very bright, vibrant. I can't English today. Very bright, very vibrant, because I want to have more vibrant things and paint more vibrant things. Because a lot of, like I said before, a lot of my stuff is similar colors and tones, so well, before I do that, this bird is like perched on a tree branch, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. Moss and some other stuff to the branch, giving it some texture, some color. Good for the starting phase. Feathers are going in this direction. I'm adding blue to the black when I place it down, just so that there's some different values. That's not the word. Hue, but like a different sort of hue to some of the feathers. I'm just slowly building up the yellow for this part of the toucan. Kind of like that in the background, you know, the green background. English. The background. It's blending into the background. And the background is greens, and so some of the words colors are blending with it, and so it has like this kind of green undertone to the feathers, which is nice. Beak, it is sort of like a lime green. So I'm mixing some things together for that. Hello, Frog Modem. You love the fish painting? Thank you. Yeah, I'm painting a toucan. Hey, DJ Mac, how you doing? I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good. I wanted to focus on doing bright colors today. So I feel like usually I always get kind of like stuck in like the same kind of color scheme. And so I wanted to paint like things with like different types of colors. Very colorful animals and like landscapes and stuff. I actually don't know if I'll do any landscapes. I might just stick with animals today. So I want to keep playing around with bright, vibrant colors. I have like a lime green that I could use, but instead I just keep mixing a new batch. Gonna blow dry this real quick so I can add on some more layers. I love cocoa. I love hot cocoa so much. You know, painting this toucan did not take as long as I thought it would. Like, I'm very close to finishing this. I still have to make his feet and some other things for his, well, he doesn't have an eye, first of all. So, I'll need to fix that. The painting the fish and the coral and like all that, that took a lot longer than this one did. So I'm surprised. I feel like usually my first painting takes a while and then I'm like, oh no, I'm going too slow. And then the next one goes by really fast. Then there's like dark green marks on his beak. claws or feet or whatever you want to call them. I like this really bright blue. And I think they're so pretty. Mix in another shade of blue, some shadow, maybe add a little bit of texture to it. Oops, I keep getting blue on my hand whenever I try to get one of the other colors. I feel like this song is very, like, romantic? I don't know. It's kind of got that, like, jazzy nightclub type of feel to it. I don't know, it's strange. Alright, gonna add some more foliage. Oh, not really foliage, just got some moss. Just this tree branch. Oh, that is too dark. Too dark, too dark. Alright, so we got Toucan Sam. That was tight. Okay, so I need another animal that's colorful. Just gonna type in colorful animals. Frogs. How did I not think of frogs before this? Frogs, yeah. Beetles? I guess I could do a beetle. I could always do that poisonous octopus that has the really pretty bright blue circles on it. And it's like one of the most deadliest creatures in the world. As far as poison goes. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of frogs. Poison dart frogs are so pretty. Like, like I know in nature when animals are usually like very like bright like that, that's because they're venomous and you know, but they're just like they're so pretty. Next up, poison dart frog, everybody. Trying to paint a leaf real quick for this frog to be sitting on. Alright, I'm gonna blow dry this. Okay, I'm gonna start off by outlining a thin layer of our froggy. I feel like I'll have to adjust the leaf that I made though, because I don't feel like it makes sense for the pose that our frog is in, but here you kind of can't see. I don't know if I've ever drawn a frog or wanted to draw a frog before in my life. Like, I can't think another occasion where I would have drawn a frog. I feel like when I was a kid, the only thing I would really try to draw was like people and like anime characters. I didn't like, well, as like a middle schooler, high schooler, that was all I would really try to draw. I wouldn't really try to draw like animals or anything. When I was a kid, I used to be obsessed with peacocks for a while. Don't know what that was about. Maybe it's because I saw them at the zoo and, you know, all the feathers and stuff. I don't know. And peacocks used to be my favorite animal. It is currently penguins because they're just so fluffy and just so fat, and they're nearly as tall as me. So it's like, if I were to hug one, they, you know. I don't know. There's just something about penguins. I'm gonna slowly start adding in like the shapes of the face and like other stuff like that. Now that I have some basic body stuff in there. I feel like this frog is looking a little gecko-ish. To fix that. Also, I don't know how I feel about the colors that I currently have on my palette. So I have the cobalt. I think there's another metallic blue that I'm thinking. Is it this one? I think that'll work. I think that'll work nicely. And then maybe I'll get a metallic white too. Yeah. Because it has like this really shiny, kind of slimy look to it. Blue, a touch of this aqua, and some of this metallic. Mix that all together. Okay, I think I like that color. Hi, Mark. How you doing today? Okay, now getting this arm correctly is gonna... I don't want to say it'll be a challenge, it just, I feel like my initial sketch for it was weird. So trying to get the shape and the lighting of it might just be, I don't want to say an issue, it'll be a bit of... I can't English today. It'll be a bit of a thing. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, besides tripping all over my words. But that's a normal thing, though. Maybe it's because I'm hungry. My brain is just not braining correctly. if I'm making this too light on this frog. I might be making him a little too light. You know what? It's my frog. He can be whatever shade of blue I want. I'm gonna stop freaking out about it. I do think the leg is kind of in the wrong spot, so I'm going to adjust that a little bit. Nope, not creepy vibes today. That's not what we doing. I did not realize that it's been this long on this frog. Just trying to get the colors right. Oh my gosh. just want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch me paint for a little bit. I know it's not always the most interesting thing, especially when I go silent when I'm trying to figure out details, but I just want to say that I appreciate you guys and I appreciate your time. I hit my tooth. Just adjusting the leaf that the frog is on a little bit. Making it a little bit more realistic. I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Bless you! That was such a dad sneeze, by the way. Does anyone else feel like their fathers have really dramatic sneezes? Because I feel like I've seen videos online of like other people like talk about like the dad sneezes and stuff. Gonna blow dry this real quick and then I'll do some more fine detailing. Adding some light shining on this poison thing. Over top some of the spots. I think our poison boy is very cute. Alright, now for the last and final painting. Unless I just do this next one really quick and then have time for a fifth, but that doesn't usually happen. But just in case, I have another canvas on hand. Off screen, but still on hand. So we got a fish, we got a bird, have an amphibian. Oh gosh, I had a horrible idea. A spider. A colorful spider. I think I'd rather paint a beetle, to be honest. There's a pink cricket, guys. This is news to me. Ugh, gosh, no, I can't do it. I can't paint a tarantula. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it, guys. I gotta pick something else. Paint a snake. In case you haven't realized this, audience, I have a thing for I like reptiles and scaly boys. I think they are pretty. Do I ever want to own one in the future? No. Do I want to see one in the wild? No. I think they're nice to look at, you know? I'll tell you what, looking at all these Google images of snakes is really making me want ramen, which is weird. Seeing them all curled up into themselves, just like, man, I want some noodles. What are you? What species of snake are you? Coral snake? What? That's not what I was looking at before. keep seeing like AI images. I could always like paint like one of these banana boys. Just trying to find something that's not AI. I just want to see a real blue snake or a real red. Okay, okay. Actually, there's a lot of blue that I used today. Let's go with something in the warm colors. Let's see, like a red or orange snake. Red snake. I mean, I know what that one looks like. I think the problem is a lot of these pictures are like overly saturated. Oh yeah! Why are people doing this? Why are they just like increasing the saturation by like 100%? And we're like, look at this pretty snake! And then you look at like normal pictures of them and then it's just like so dull. Why? Why? I just want a red snake. I just want a red noodle boy. Again, ramen. I see this and I just want to slurp some ramen. It's probably really weird to hear if you guys are just joining in, but I'm looking at, for my last and final piece, I'm trying to find a good reference photo. I guess I could always go with like a copper snake, because that is in like the orange, a copper head. It's so dull looking though. Just trying to paint a rock for the noodle boy to lay on. Got rock. Oh, I am painting off camera. Silly, silly me. trying to get the head right. Just doing like a base color. It's kind of pinkish, kind of tan. Just something that I can build layers on top of. Nothing too complicated. So this first layer doesn't look like much, and it's not going to look like much for a couple layers, but I am going to dry it and then come back in with a different brush and add on more layers. I'm just making small strokes because I want the scaling to kind of be there. So I think the scaling is going a lot better than what it looked like before. But this is just gonna be a slow process of me just dabbing up layers. So I appreciate everybody's patience. This is gonna be a slow process. I probably should have thought about that when I was picking photos to do for the last thing, but you know, can't go back in time and choose a different animal. I made my bed, now I have to lay in it. Now for the red, there are like some highlights that look a little pink because the sun is, you know, like beaming down on some of the scales. And so for the red scales, I'm going to do a mix of this red. I'm going to get a darker red too. What red was this? I think this might have been like scarlet or crimson, and but there's a darker red that I will need. I'll mix together some of this brown too with the scales. Yeah, I just appreciate everybody's time and sticking with me while I finish this up. Katrina, I am making a snake. So I wanted something that was bright, but in the other color scheme, because I felt like everything was like very blue, very green, so I wanted something that was had reds and oranges and other things to its skin, well, scales. Yeah, I remember when I used to be afraid of snakes a long, long time ago, Katrina. Now I just think they're kind of cute. Hey, remember when you took me to camp, Katrina? Well, we were the chaperone for camp. I was like in the 4th grade, and there was like a segment where we were just like touching a bunch of animals, and in between each animal, we had to use hand sanitizer. And we couldn't touch the tarantula, but they brought the tarantulas round, and you said that, and they were like, be careful not to startle it, and you said that when they came around with the tarantula that you were going to scream so it got startled and would get out of its container and bite me. Remember that, Katrina? That sound familiar to you at all, big sister? Hello, Eddie from New York City. How you doing today? Besides, probably, you know, you said from the hot and steamy NYC, so I'm guessing it's boiling over there today, huh? Trying to get the scales to look a little bit smaller on this side, especially since there's so much light shining. So you can see a lot more detail like on this side of the snake. There's like some shining over here as well. Yeah, I like the heat too. Definitely prefer it to the winter, because oh gosh. Winters are terrible here. I always find it weird when people that are like from the East Coast or from the Midwest, well, upper East Coast or Midwest, complain about the heat during the summer, because it's just like, yeah, I know what it's gonna be like in a couple months. It's gonna be bitterly cold. Absolutely bitterly cold. Yeah, you can't see the sun, and it's just so cold for such a long time, and then there's snow everywhere, and then the snow just causes like delays, and you gotta drive so slow, and it's just, I don't like it. I don't like the snow. I don't like dealing with it. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Oh, thank you. Okay, okay. I'm painting a snake right now. build up some colors and some light in the eye. Have I been doing? I've been doing pretty good. Been trying to take it a little bit slow this past week because I did something to my hand, so I couldn't paint right-handed for a little bit. So last week I painted left-handed, so that lion and those landscapes that I painted in under last stream's art, that was with my left hand. Oh, you like the frog? Thank you. It's a poisonous dart frog. I wanted to paint like brighter colors today and like brighter animals instead of my usual landscapes. I feel like a lot of I end up using a lot of the same colors accidentally, and so choosing to paint like very vibrant and different animals would just kind of bring me out of my comfort zone a little bit. Thank you. Need to like adjust some things with the top of the head, because I feel like the top of the head is kind of blending into the bottom of the other side of the snake. I think its body is a little short too, but I think it might be too late to correct some of that. I feel like the head is so... I mean, the head is kind of like propped up, but I just feel like I made it appear a little bit bigger than it should be, but... I see you, Eddie. Thanks for stopping by. I feel like that's a little bit better. Makes the head look a little smaller now that the colors are... Yeah, I think that's a little better. Okay, I'm gonna touch up some of the detailing in the head. signature pupil. Now I will very, very gently outline some of the scales on the face. I am using black, but it's very, very watered down. It's probably like 80% water, 10 to 20% paint. So I can get the shapes in there. Alright. I'm gonna put a little bit more detail on the rock and then I'm gonna call it a day. Just want to get some more like texture in it. I do think the head is still a little too big for the body, but at this point it's way too late to go back. Okay. There's a little bit more texture in the rock. And there we have our final animal. Okay. So thank you to everybody that was watching today, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Let me get a little close up of all of our paintings together. Move up. Maybe I'll turn this off for a second because some of them are kind of dark. Okay, yep. There we go. That adjusted a little bit better. Turn the spotlight off so you guys can see all the colors a little bit more. But thank you everybody that was watching. I appreciate your time. You guys can catch me on Thursday from 2 to 4. Well, 2 to 4-ish. It depends on how long it takes for me to finish these things. But I appreciate you.